Hi friends, welcome to Whizbusters. I'm Emma, and today I'm going to show you how to tell Google Sheets to do something you regularly do, such as read a scoreboard, or read a menu, or a scheduling board. And how are we going to tell this to Google Sheets? Well, by using the VLOOKUP function. Well, stick around and you'll find this function absolutely useful. Before we begin, to stay updated with new videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to get notified of the latest videos out. Awesome! Now, suppose you and your friends are standing in the arrival section in an airport and looking at the scheduling board, which has a list of airlines with morning and afternoon arrival times. You want to get the afternoon arrival time for Air Canada. Your friends want to get the afternoon arrival times for Emirates and Air France respectively. What you will do is that you will start looking at the top of the list on column 1, which says airline, and you will look down for Air Canada. Then you look to the right and find the time in the PM column. Well, we can tell Google Sheets and Excel to do this by using the VLOOKUP function. And let me show you how. So what does the VLOOKUP function do? The VLOOKUP function searches for and returns a value from a table that is organized vertically. What does the function return? The function returns a value from the table that matches the value you looked up. In this example, the function will return the arrival time for Air Canada. And how do we use the VLOOKUP function? Well, to do this, we need to tell Google Sheets 4 things. 1. What do we want to look up or search for? 2. Where do we want to look for this? 3. In which column is the value? And 4. Do you want an exact match for the lookup value? These are the 4 parameters in the VLOOKUP function. In Google Sheets, you will see this: VLOOKUP, search key, range, index is sorted, while in Excel you'll see VLOOKUP, lookup value, table array, call, index num, range lookup. So let's take a look at an example. In this table, we have the names of airlines in the first column. In the second column, we have the morning arrival times, and the third column has afternoon arrival times. We want to find the afternoon arrival times for these 3 airlines in this table. Firstly, let's take a look at Air Canada. If we type in the VLOOKUP function, equal VLOOKUP, open parenthesis, recall there are 4 parameters. Firstly, search key, and this parameter asks what do we want to look up or search for. And what it is? We want to look up Air Canada, which is in this cell. So we click this cell to reference our lookup value. Secondly, range is the second parameter, and that's asking where or in what range do we want to look for Air Canada. Well, we want to search for it in the table, so we select this range. One thing I'd point out here is that for VLOOKUP to work, the lookup value must be in the first column of the range in which we select. So notice airline is in the first column in the range we select. We select B7 to D13. Column B is the column that has Air Canada in it, and it is the first column in this range. Another point I want to make here is that it is best practice to make this range an absolute reference. You can do this by pressing the F4 key or the function and F4 key together. You will see there are dollar signs before the letters and the numbers in our reference. I'll explain further why we should do this in the next video about common errors to avoid when using VLOOKUP. You can also find it in the description below. The third parameter is the column number in which the value is located. Now, the value that we want is the afternoon arrival time. So let's count the column number for the PM arrivals in this range 1, 2, 3. So it's in column number 3 in this range. So we put 3 there. And finally, the fourth parameter is sorted. And this parameter asks Do you want to match the lookup value exactly? Well, yes, we do want to match the lookup value Air Canada exactly. So here we type in false. The values for this parameter can be true or false, and true is the default value, and that means an approximate match, while false means to find an exact match. So we want to put false here as we want an exact match, and usually we will be putting the value of false here for an exact match. Now we close the parenthesis and press enter. And then you see it's 330. Let's click the autofill. Yes. You see here it's 330 for Air Canada. Let's check our table. Air Canada, 330. Now in Emirates, it returns 445. If we look for Emirates here and read across, it's 445. If we check Air France, it's 235 returned. Air France, 235. So that's how we use VLOOKUP function. Awesome. Now that you know how to use the function, I wanted to touch on some other points. Firstly, the lookup value must be in the first column of the range, which you are searching. This means that when you choose your range of values, ensure that the lookup value is the first column in your range. Secondly, the function retrieves data from columns to the right of the lookup value. So the way the lookup value works is that it searches to the right of the first column and counts the column number from there to retrieve the value from the corresponding column in the index parameter. Thirdly, the table must be organized vertically. So there are headers at the top of the columns, and the values for each column is below the header in the corresponding column. The lookup values are located in one column in a row below the other. Fourthly, the VLOOKUP function returns the value of the first match of the lookup value. In a situation where there are multiple rows in the first column with the same value as the lookup value, the VLOOKUP function will return the corresponding value for the first match it finds. Hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get more videos like this, and hit the bell to get notifications of the latest videos out. See you in the next video.